Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're on part 3 of the Greyscale coloring paste called Cerise. She is one of my original pieces and she is available in my Etsy shop. There's a link to that down in the description box below. So we've done her skin, we worked on the pink cherry blossoms, and I think today we're going to do the other cherry blossoms, but these I want to do in white and green. So if you go to, if you Google cherry blossoms, you're going to get a very wide variety of colors of these blossoms. I'm imagining it depends on the variety of tree. But I just thought it would be a nice contrast to do the white ones here. So that's what we're going to do. So white cherry blossoms on white paper. I think I'm going to wind up doing them a little bit different than I would on my tan paper. It's going to be more about the grays that I put in than the whites. When I originally drew this, I didn't paint this one. I actually drew her in colored pencil from a sketch, and I did it on tan paper. So this is going to be a new experience for me as well, as far as how to color this. And then once we get that done, then we'll see how much time we have left. We've got a couple of them up here as well. We'll see how much time we have left, and then I think we're going to do the background last on this one. I'm going to do gelatos instead of the oil pastels for this page. So yeah, I think that's the plan. All right, so I'm going to continue using Prismacolors, and I'm going to, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Let me move this up here because I'm going to start with these. All right, so I'm going to start and see if this works. So I put some white down. Those are the little, I don't know why I can't ever think of the name of those things, stamens. Okay, and then I think I'm going to use Chartreuse down there. Let's try a darker green right there in the very center. Let's do, oh, I have so many pencils out here. I think I want kelp. There we go. So I'm going to do some kelp green down here in the very, okay, so that's not too bad. I kind of want these to maybe be a little bit bigger. I guess that'll be okay. All right, so now I'm going to use my 10% cool gray. Is that dark enough? Because it's definitely a different process when you're doing a white something on white paper. Okay. So this is 20% cool gray. Let's see if that's better. I think that's better. It's because it's grayscale though, it's kind of going to show you where you want these. But But because this one is a light grayscale that I printed, I think I'll add a little bit more gray in there. All right. Okay, so for shadow, I'm thinking 70% warm gray. I'm gonna go light. Need some under here. I think that's okay. Okay. So this is sand. I'm just wondering. Sand, yeah, we'll stay with sand. All right. Chartreuse. We're going to work around the yellow. And then Kelp Green. Oh, I forgot to put the little white thingies in. Oh well. I don't know that. Let's put them in over here. And actually, let's go ahead and put the green in. Let's try this method. Yellow, sand. Chartreuse. Okay, we'll do the same thing on this one. Kelp. All right, now we add the gray. Let's do 20%. 20%? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of shadow. All right, I want to see what happens if I, put white on. Probably not much difference. It's probably okay. So when you don't hear me say anything, that's me just kind of sitting back, absorbing as to whether I like what I've done or not. So the bigger the shadow, the further away from the page, skin, whatever, it will look. And I am looking for my Prisma blender. And actually, you know what? This might work. I can't find it at the moment, so I'll just use my Derwent blender. It's been a long time since I've used this. It's kind of the same as the Prisma blender as far as how it feels. Okay, I think that this needs more right there. Okay, I think it needs a little bit under here. And the blending just softens the shadow so it doesn't look as harsh. Something needs to be done here, but I'm not quite sure what yet. So I'm going to see what happens if I put a little shadow. Kind of like what I did here under these little puff balls. Not really a shadow because but it makes them stand out a little bit better. Just putting it on the bottom half. That's better. Okay, all right, well, let's do the same thing on these. I went ahead and drew an outline of a couple of these here because they weren't showing up very well because this is the quite light version of the Greyscale. So I just kind of with a pencil really lightly outlined these others that are less, kind of like more in the background, I guess. So, all right. We're going to do the same things. So put some white. Yellow. Sand, right? Yeah, sand. Chartreuse. And then some of the kelp. And 20% gray. And I'm going to go ahead and just do each flower at a time. And I'm putting the white on here because when I go to do the background, I don't want the gelatos to stick to the paper. All right, now I'm kind of debating on whether I should have done the branch first. I got all excited about continuing with the flowers, and it's like, I should probably do that branch first. So let me just do that real quick. We're gonna do a brown branch. This is beige. And espresso. I want a little bit of red. Oh, sorry, bear with me. I'm working on, this is the first time ever I'm working on like 3 or 4 different projects at the same time. So I have a lot of pencils everywhere and I'm trying to keep track of what I've got going on here. Okay, Chestnut, I'm just gonna grab a new one because it's easier to, all right, I'm gonna put a little bit of chestnut in here. careful. Right there, be careful. Okay. So, don't need that now. I'm trying to decide if beige is what I want to blend with or not. That seems to work okay. All right, this area right here, I got a little bit. Okay, back to what we were doing. What were we doing? Ah, yes. Okay. White, sand, Chartreuse, Kelp, all right, so this one is a little further. Oh, geez Louise. Okay, so just really quick, I just dropped my pencil and I dropped it right on the skin. And of course it was a dark pencil. So thankfully, if I just lightly go over it with my eraser, I can pull it up for the most part, and then I'll probably go over that a little bit with some more of the skin color, and it should cover it up okay. Okay. 20%. All right, white. Let's put a little bit of gray under here. I think after we get the gelatos in the background, this will show up a little bit better. Oh, I forgot to put the brown underneath. Let's do that over here. It really, surprisingly, at least to my eye, makes a big difference. Ideally, there would be, You know, when I'm done, I might come in with a yellow pen and add another dot or two of I can't think of what it's called. Stamen, puffball in the center, because right now what it looks like is that they're all spread out around the outer edge. But if we put one or two in the center, then at least it'll look like it's coming forward. Okay, Chartreuse. Kelp. %. And white. Okay, so for this one and this one, let's put some 20%. And then just some Chartreuse on the base. I'm thinking I might try just a couple. Okay. Now, if you were working on the medium grayscale of this, definitely the dark, but the medium grayscale, the background would be a little bit darker, and you would be able to see the white that you're putting down a little bit better. And truly, the pencils cover the darker grayscales just fine. All right, I want something a wee bit darker than that. So this is 30% cool gray. I'm just gonna put that in here. I think that this will be fine. Again, when we get the background in, it will show up better. This one, I'll just put green right here. Let's go ahead and put the white in. I'm just going to put a little bit of the Kelp Green. Just a little. Okay. I think I want some gray. This was the 10, which probably wasn't dark enough, but it'll be okay. Sharpen this. Dark green, kelp green. Let's try 30%. Okay, white. I'm wondering if I want to make that one just a little bit lighter than... no, I guess it's okay. All right, let's put the yellow in. Oh, I didn't do the brown here yet. Let me do that before I forget. Lime, not lime, Chartreuse. Kelp. All right, let's do 50% cool gray. Take white. I forgot to put the little white bits on, but I'm not sure that it matters. I'm going to add some more. So this is 70% cool gray. Just add a little bit more. Okay, pull this down a little bit. actually going to pull my darker version so I can see things a little bit better. Yeah, this one is actually the back side. All right, we're going to put gray. I think I might take the espresso and just put a little bit of it here. Okay, so let's do this one. See if I can. There's good and bad about white paper or tan paper. Sometimes it's like when I color on tan paper, I miss the aspects of white paper, and when I color on white paper, I miss the aspects of the tan paper. All right, I'm going to use 30% cool gray. Right there. We can always come back in after the background gets added and make adjustments to these flowers as needed. Needs some kelp. I feel like this needs darker, so this is 70%. blend with white. Okay. Chartreuse. Kelp. Let's do 30% cool gray. White. I don't know how much good putting that white down first does, but Chartreuse. Kelp. Espresso. %. White. All right, I'm just going to put a little bit more of this 70%. Right there. Okay. All right, one more. Well, for now, one more. We'll do those after the hair's in. %. Okay, so now we have the butterfly. I'm gonna do yellow or sand. Maybe I should go a wee bit lighter than that. Let's do Jasmine instead. Jasmine, hello. Okay. Is Jasmine really lighter? I don't know. Sorry, bear with me. Yeah, Jasmine is lighter. Okay. But I don't know if it's light enough. You know, I might need cream. Let's start with cream. We can always glaze in a little bit darker color if needed. And then I'm debating on using a pen instead of a pencil for the black, because you can get such more of a sharper point. Okay, I'm going to put some white down because I want these to be a little bit brighter. Then I'll go over them with the cream. And then I think I'm going to glaze some jasmine. All right, I have to decide what I want to do. Let me just try with the pencil first, but you're going to want a really, really sharp pencil. This is actually supposed to be out here like this. And actually should be a darker yellow. All right. You know what? I think with a nice sharp pencil, maybe you don't use a Prisma on this. Maybe you use a Poly or whatever brand of your choice. Mine's always the Spirafarben. I just love it so much. I get such good results with it, and it's just my go-to black, so. All right. I get my Spirifarbens open stock from Etsy. So if you feel like that's what you want to try, that's where I get mine. Okay, one down. All right. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take some espresso. I think this makes it a lot more interesting. Oh, yes. It was kind of flat before. All right. And maybe I'll just blend that with some of this yellow. Jasmine. Okay, for this one, he is a white and black butterfly. So, for this one, oof, okay, let's put down I might use a pen. Okay, I'm going to grab something and I will be right back. Okay, so this is a 0.05 millimeter black liner. I don't even remember what brand it is. Molotov. I actually got it at Hobby Lobby. So that's what I'm going to use for this. I'm going to start by outlining all of these little dots. Okay, now when I come in, if this seems like too much for you, just color that butterfly any color you want and don't worry about the what do you call it? The actual type of butterfly that this is. I'm having a hard time because the paper that I did this on originally was bigger. And so now this is much smaller. And so it's definitely hard on the eyes. Let's see, I'm going to outline first. think this would be one of those times when having a magnifying glass would come in really handy. It's not going to be perfect, but I don't think it needs to be. Okay, and I think I'll use the pencil. All right, that works. Okay, so on a white butterfly, just wondering if there's oh yes, that's what I wanted. So we want a little bit of yellow just in here. Okay, that's it. All right, so I haven't checked for time, so let me check on time, and then we'll see what needs to be, if we need to keep going or we'll stop for the day. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this video is run about an hour long, and I think I'm going to stop here so that I can do a separate video for her hair and probably the background. I think I can probably get both of those done in one video, I think. So we'll see. So for today, we're done. Thanks for hanging in there with me. And I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.